All right, so we are recording. Again, my name is Nicole, and this is Flow and Go. We are going to start in a comfortable seat today. So whatever that looks like for you. As I had mentioned, props that would be beneficial for this class, a block or a strap, anything to bring the floor closer to you, and anything to give you a little extra help when reaching for your foot. And we've got Jacob. Awesome. Okay. All right. So go ahead and hit play on those playlists if you haven't. Come to a comfortable seat. Maybe that's just crisscross applesauce. Maybe it's a full lotus or a half lotus. Whatever feels nice at the beginning of your practice, and just gently close the eyes. Initially, we're just going to start by noticing your breath. Perhaps it's a little shallow, maybe all over the place if you were just running around trying to find your computer or straps and blocks. Maybe it's really deep this morning. Wherever you're at, on your next exhale, just push all of the air out. As you inhale, inhale deeply. Notice your belly expand, your chest rise. And as you exhale, open your mouth and let it all go. Doing that again, deeply inhaling in through the nose, feeling the cool air as it comes in and it warms as it enters your lungs. And open your mouth, let it all go. Keep that going, this time keeping your lips closed. So you're deeply inhaling, noticing the expansion and the warmth of the air. And exhale as you sigh it out of your nose with your lips closed. Keep that deep inhalation and exhalation going. Noticing any sensations you're feeling in the body, in the breath. This week we're talking about Surya, which is both the image and the energy of the sun. So when reviewing everything I could find on this, a quote really stuck out to me and just frankly made me feel what I feel like the energy of the sun does. So I'll share that. As you contemplate the rising of the sun each morning, there will be a moment of dual reflection, a dawning realization of the tremendous power of the sun as it rises to literally represent the world to us fresh each day. Keeping that breath going, maybe thinking about a warm sunrise as we move into the colder months, that feeling of heat and that slight bit of energy it brings to you. Maybe trying to channel into that energy or into that heat throughout your practice today. Gently opening the eyes and keeping the gaze soft and low, we're going to start with just a couple twists. So on your inhale, sweep the hands up overhead, gaze goes up to the thumbs. As you exhale, bring the left hand to the right knee and the right hand gently behind you, just twisting to the right. Inhaling, thinking about elongating your spine, lifting the crown of your head up towards the sun. Exhaling to twist, maybe a little deeper. Another big breath in. Full breath out. On your inhale, the hands lift back up to the sky. Gaze goes up to the thumbs. This time as you exhale, turning towards the right, or I'm sorry, the left. Right hand comes to the left knee, left hand behind you. Frankly, it doesn't matter. Just twist the opposite direction. Deeply inhaling, lengthening that spine. Exhaling to twist. One more round of breath here. On your inhale, the hands come back up overhead, gaze goes up to the thumbs, turning towards center. Exhaling, hands pressing together, coming through heart center. Coming into fire log pose, might be a little early in your practice to fully get into it. We're gonna take our left leg on the bottom. It is bent, the knee is at a 90-degree angle, or as close to as you can get. And the right leg is sitting on top of it. The knee aiming to be on top of the left ankle, right ankle aiming to be on top of the left knee. If there's a gap there, you can use your block or whatever prop you had to help. Go ahead and maybe move the skin away from your sit bones. Inhale, reach the hands up, flex the feet. As you exhale, fold forward over those legs. Eventually the hands will find the earth. Deeply breathing. Knowing that yoga looks different on every body. So if your fire log looks different than mine, that's because our bodies are different. That is okay. Deeply inhaling, walking the hands back up towards the torso, sitting all the way up, and then just switching those legs around. So this time the opposite leg will be on bottom. For me, it's my right. Left ankle is on top of my right knee. Left knee is on top of my right ankle. Again, inhaling, sweeping the hands up, get long. Exhale, stay long, fold over the legs. Reaching those hands forward. Feet are flexed. You might be feeling this in the outside of that left hip or whichever leg is on top. Inhaling, walking the hands back towards the torso. Sitting up straight, and then even either rolling over your hips or over your knees, coming into a child's pose. So however you want to get there. Knees are wide. Feet are kissing behind you. Hips go back towards the heels. Arms are stretched out long. Forehead is resting down towards the earth. Noticing as you inhale, the belly will drop between the legs. And as you exhale, the navel will pull up to the spine. If at any point throughout your practice, you need to just take a moment to come back to your body or your breath, you are always welcome to find your way here. For our next inhale, gently pushing yourself up to a tabletop position. Hands will be under shoulders, knees under hips. We're going to inhale, gently sweep the left hand up to the sky. As you exhale, it's going to come under the body, crossing all the way under, left shoulder, left ear coming to the mat for a threaded needle. Your right hand can stay where it is. It can walk up over the head, or maybe it lifts up to the sky and wraps around your back, opening up that right shoulder. Big breath in, and a full breath out. If the right hand is not under the shoulder, go ahead and help it find its way back there. We're going to inhale, push into the right hand, lift that left hand up to the sky. As you exhale, it comes back down to the mat. Other side, inhaling, right hand goes up. Exhaling, it comes down, crosses under the body, right shoulder, right ear to the mat. Again, options, walking the left hand up, lifting the left hand up to the sky and wrapping it around the back. Bringing that left hand back under the shoulder if it's not there. On your inhale, pushing into the left hand, sweeping that right hand up to the sky. And as you exhale, it comes back down to the mat. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, find downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Pedaling off the heels by bending the knees. Taking any movements you need in this first downward dog, maybe wiggling your tail a little bit. Pushing into the pads of your fingers and knuckles, not into the hand. Another round of breath here as maybe you start to straighten the legs, coming into stillness. We're going to inhale, gently push yourself up to a plank position. Exhale, stay in plank. One more inhale. As you exhale, drop the knees down, come all the way down to the mat. Okay, so coming into a half frog pose here, we're going to start with the left leg. You're going to bend at the hip, Bend the left knee at a 90-degree angle so that your inside of your thigh and inside of your calf is on the earth. Flex the foot like you're stepping on a step. Keep your torso down on the earth. And then think about that left hip. It probably popped up a little bit. Try to drop it down into the earth. You'll start to feel maybe a little stretch. Another round of breath here. Now we're going to take our right hand and extend it out long. So we're making a T with that right arm. Start to push into your left hand, rolling over the right shoulder, lifting the left leg up. It's going to come behind you. The foot's planting behind the right leg, getting a big stretch in that right shoulder. Beautiful, good. Next, inhale, rolling back over onto your stomach. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So bending at the right hip, bringing that right knee up towards, closer towards your head. The right knee is bent, right foot is flexed, and we're pushing, dropping into that right hip, starting to stretch the inside of the right thigh and right hip. One more round of breath here. Extending that left leg out long. So you're making a T with the left arm. It's right at the shoulder. We're going to push into the right hand, lift the right leg up, and it's coming behind the left, getting that shoulder stretch on the left side. A big inhale. As you exhale, rolling back over onto your stomach. Both hands are coming under the shoulders. Tuck your toes, either pushing through tabletop or all the way up through a high plank, high push-up. Lift the hips up and back. Find downward facing dog. Big breath in and a full breath out. Gaze goes up to the thumbs. Gently start to walk your feet towards the top of your mat, coming into a forward fold. Generous bend in the knees. If your hamstrings are tight, just trying to lift the tailbone up to the sky while dropping the crown of your head down towards the floor. You can engage your core. That'll help a little bit here. On our next inhale, bring our hands to our shins, come up halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhaling, rolling all the way up. Arms and head are heavy. Eventually the head rises, hands come up overhead, gaze goes up to the hands. On your exhale, hands come through heart center. Go ahead and bring your hands behind your back and interlace your fingers. We're going to start to pull the elbows together. Put the thumbs or the knuckles on your tailbone to make sure that it's not popping out. You want it to tuck just gently. Start to move the arms away from your lower back. We're going to take the right hand and bring it to the left hip. So hands are still interlaced and we're pulling our elbows together. Good. Notice the opening in your chest. Big inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, moving the hands back behind the back and then going to the other hip. For me, it's my left hand on my right hip. Thinking about the elbows pulling together. We're going to inhale, bring the hands off of the hip. As you exhale, release the bind. Inhale, hands come up overhead, gaze goes up. Exhale, slight bend in the knees, forward fold. Going through a few sun salutations here. We're going to inhale, come up halfway, flat back, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands. On an inhale, step back to plank. Exhale to stay. Another big inhale. As you exhale, drop the knees, come all the way down. Bend the elbows straight back by your sides. Toes are untucked. Inhale, baby cobra, lifting the chest, pulling those elbows together. Exhale, the nose touches back down towards the earth. Tuck the toes. On an inhale, push through tabletop or plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. On your next inhale, the gaze comes up to the thumbs. As you exhale, travel to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, reverse swan dive, flat back all the way up. Look up, reach up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Beautiful. 2 more, a little bit faster. We're gonna inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Plant the hands. Inhale, step back for plank. Exhale, drop the knees, come all the way down to the mat. Inhale, baby cobra, pushing into the tops of your toes, chest lifts. Exhale, touch the nose down, tuck the toes, make your way to downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Good. Gaze goes up to the thumbs on your inhale. As you exhale, travel to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Look up, reach up. Exhale, fold right back over. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step back to your plank. Big breath in here. As you exhale, either all the way down to the mat or chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog, wherever you're at. Exhale, rolling over the toes, hips go high, downward facing dog. Big breath in, and a full breath out. 1 more round of breath here. Gaze comes up to the thumbs. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, travel to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Look up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. So adding on just a little bit, we'll do a sort of sun-sea variation. We're gonna inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. This time, bend the knees deeply, drop the hips low. Inhaling, hands come up, Utkatasana, chair pose. Beautiful, good. Thinking about lifting the part of your chest where your heart is up towards whatever is in front of you. Thinking about that sun energy, that new day starting again. Another big inhale. As you exhale, folding over the legs. Inhale, step the left foot back really far, drop the knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, hands come up, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. So you can stay up here if you'd like, or if you want to start dropping your hips forward towards that right heel, you'll start to really get into that left psoas, the front of the left hip. Big breath in, reach up. As you exhale, frame the right foot. Inhale, start to shift your weight back towards the left heel, right toes pop up, half Hanuman or half splits. So you're folding over the right leg, but you're also pulling that right femur back into your hip socket. I feel it in the back of my leg. Good, inhaling, walking those hands forward, framing the right foot, tuck the left toes, lift the left knee. We're gonna inhale, step the right foot back to meet the left, plank. As you exhale, your variation all the way down or chaturanga. Inhaling, baby cobra or up dog. Exhaling, rolling over the toes, downward facing dog. Big breath in, full breath out. Inhaling, the left leg goes up and back. Exhale, it steps between the hands. Might take a couple of steps to get there, that's okay. Drop the right knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, the hands come up, Anjaneyasana on the left side. Big breath in. Exhaling, dropping the hips forward if you'd like. 1 more round of breath here. And on your next exhale, framing the left foot. Inhaling, straightening the left leg, hips go back towards the right heel. Left toes point up towards the nose, folding over that left leg. Half Hanuman, Ardahanaman, half splits. We're gonna inhale and start to walk the hands forward, frame that left foot, tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, step the right foot up to meet the left, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, fold, drop the hips deeply, bending at the knees, hands come up, Utkatasana. Reaching up through the hands, maybe you sit a little bit lower. One more round of breath. Next, inhale, standing all the way up, hips push forward just a little bit, baby back bend. Hands coming through to heart center. Nice. So we're going to start into our flow now. Take a deep breath in, lift the hands up high, look up. Exhale, slight bend in the knees, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, fold, bend the knees, drop the hips, hands come up, chair pose. Good. So taking a deep breath in, start to put your weight in your right foot. You might have to stand up a little bit to do this, but we're gonna start to lift our left foot up and bring the left ankle on top of that right thigh for figure 4. Flexing the right foot, try to just energetically drop the left knee down towards the earth. You'll start to feel it in the outside of your hip. Inhale, start to straighten that right leg, stand up. The knee comes in front of the torso, fingers wrap around the knee, pillar pose. If you have a strap, and perhaps you'd like it here, we're going to try to bring our peace fingers to our big toe, eventually straightening the leg out to the side. If that's not in your range, feel free to grab your strap and just drop it around the foot. Woo, a little bit harder for me to do that. So wherever you're at, peace fingers to the big toes, extending that left leg out long to the left side. Weeble wobbling a little bit. Maybe you start to look towards the right, so over your right shoulder. Big breath in. Full breath out. Bending that left knee, nose comes back forward. We're going to bring the knee back in front of us, start to step it all the way back, coming into a crescent lunge. Hands go high. Beautiful, good. Big breath in here. Full breath out. One more inhale. One more exhale. All right, so we're gonna flow a little bit. So you're gonna inhale, straighten the right leg, bend the elbows, cactus the arms, push the heart forward. As you exhale, find crescent again. Inhale, straighten the leg, cactus arms. Exhale, crescent again. Last one. Inhale, straighten and cactus. Exhale, crescent. Okay, big breath in. As you exhale, hands come to your hips. Straighten that right leg, and then step the left foot up about 2 feet. So we're setting up for pyramid, but I want you to have your feet a little bit wider than you typically would. So almost to the edges of the mat like railroad tracks. Go ahead and grab your block or whatever prop you're using. Put it just a little bit in front of that right foot. Hands at hips. Take a big breath in, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, fold forward, coming into this pyramid variation. So dropping the head down towards the earth. Trying to make sure the hips are still parallel. You're not swaying out to the right or the left. Good. One more full round of breath here. We're gonna inhale, come up halfway, place the left hand on that prop. Think about straightening your spine really long. And then on your next breath in, we're gonna take that right hand, twist to the right, lift the right hand up to the sky. Taking a revolved pyramid here. This is a big twist. So even if you just have your hand at your hip and you're twisting towards the right, that is perfect. Another round of breath in. As you exhale, that right hand's coming back to the mat, moving the prop out of the way, heel toeing the right foot to the middle of the mat, stepping the left foot back for warrior 2 feet. So right heel aligning with the left arch. On your inhale, windmilling the arms up, warrior 2. Beautiful. Gaze is strong over that right hand. You should be able to glance down and see your right big toe. If not, pull that right knee out towards the pinky a little bit. One more round of breath here. Good. Okay, we're going to inhale, straighten that right leg, hands come up, look up. Exhale, warrior two. Like you're moving through butter. Inhale, slowly straighten. Everything comes up. Exhale, warrior two. Last one. Inhale, straightening. Looking up, reaching up. Exhaling, warrior two. Beautiful. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, right arm comes to the right leg, left arm comes up and overhead, extended side angle. Good. So starting to twist your right ribs up towards the sky, maybe you start to take that left hand behind your back, like we did in threaded needle. So opening up that left shoulder, big breath in, full breath out. Almost done. Good. Next inhale, if you have the bind, bringing the hand back up overhead. We're gonna reach on up, tee the arms out, straighten that right leg. Hands can come to hips. Turn the left heel in, so heels are in, toes are out. Big breath in. Exhale, bending at the knees, dropping the hip down, gotta squat. Beautiful, good. Breath in here, breath out here. So we're gonna drop our shoulders in towards the midline. Let's take an inhale. As you exhale, that right shoulder's rolling in towards the midline. Good. Coming back up. Exhale, left shoulder. Inhale, come up. Exhale, right shoulder. Inhale, come up. Last one. Exhale, left. Inhale, come up. Exhale, straighten the legs, reach up. Woo. Good. Hands come down. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Parallel the feet with the short sides of the mat. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, forward fold. Wide leg forward fold. So keeping the bind, trying to pull the hands over the head so you're opening the chest. Another inhale in. As you exhale, release the hands down towards the earth. Good. Next inhale, coming up halfway. As you exhale, start to walk towards the top of your mat. So turning the right toes forward, keeping the hands inside of the right foot, heel toe that right foot to the right corner of the mat, setting up for lizard pose. So thinking about your right arm next to your right leg and that right knee pushing in to your right shoulder. Big breath in, full breath out. Pushing into the hands, we're gonna step that right foot back to plank. So on an inhale, lift the right foot, sweep it back, plank. Exhale, hips go high, downward facing dog. If you had to take a couple of steps to get that right foot back there, that's totally fine. That's your variation today. Big breath in, full breath out. Inhaling, looking up at the thumbs. As you exhale, travel to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Look up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful, other side. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, fold. Bend the knees, drop the hips. Hands come up, chair pose. All right, so we're thinking about putting the weight in the left foot this time. Eventually lifting the right foot up off of the floor. Right ankle is on top of the left thigh. Sitting back down. Flexing the right foot, dropping the right knee down towards the earth. Good, next inhale, standing on up, lifting the right foot up. Fingers coming around the right knee for pillar. Big breath in. Full breath out. Grabbing your strap or peace fingers to the right big toe, left hand coming to the left hip, extending the right leg out long, and then opening it up to the right. This may be enough for your balance today, or maybe you start to look over that left shoulder. Good. Bending the right knee, it comes back in front of the torso, looking forward. We're gonna step the right foot back really far, crescent lunge. Beautiful, good. Big bend in that left knee. Another round of breath here. As you inhale, think about reaching up towards the sun. Exhale to stay. All right, we're gonna flow. Inhale, straighten that left leg. Cactus the arms, chest pushes forward. Exhale, crescent. Inhale, straighten, cactus the arms. Exhale, crescent. Last one. Inhale, straighten, cactus the arms. Exhale, crescent. Good. Big breath in. As you exhale, hands come to the hips. Straighten that left leg. Step the right foot up about a foot or two. And then open the stance so that you're on railroad tracks. Deep breath in, straighten the spine. As you exhale, folding forward, pyramid pose on the left side. Full round of breath here, thinking about those hips. Mine like to sway to the left, so trying to pull them back into center. We're gonna inhale, come up halfway, grab your prop, straightening the spine, take a big breath in. As you exhale, that left hand's coming up to the sky. Revolved pyramid, beautiful, good. Inhaling, reaching that left hand back wherever it is. Exhaling, the left hand comes down to the mat. Removing the prop. Heel toe that left foot to the center of the mat. Step the right foot back for warrior 2 feet. When you're ready, inhale, windmill the arms up, warrior 2. Good, big breath in. Full breath out. Another round of breath here. Going through our flow, we're gonna inhale, straighten the left leg, hands come up, look up. Exhale like you're moving through butter, warrior 2. Inhale, hands come up, look up. Exhale, warrior 2. Last one. Inhale, hands come up. Exhale, warrior 2. Big breath in. As you exhale, that left arm comes down to the left leg, right arm up and overhead, extended side angle. Twisting those left ribs up to the sky, maybe taking the half bind, bringing that right hand behind your back. The fingers maybe come to the hip crease of the left leg, looking up towards the sky. Big breath in. Full breath out. Bringing that right arm back overhead if it's not there. We're gonna inhale, straighten the left leg, stand up, tee those arms. Exhale, hands come to the hips. Right heel comes in, right toes go out, setting up for goddess. Go ahead and inhale, bring the hands up to a 5-point star. As you exhale, bend the knees, bend the elbows, goddess squat. Big breath in. Full breath out. You have got this. If you are thinking dirty, nasty, mean things to me right now, that's okay. This is a very intense squat stretch. You're almost there. One more round of breath. Inhaling, straightening the legs, reaching the hands up. Exhaling, the hands come to the hips, squaring the feet with the short sides of the mat. This time, just inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. Hands can walk under the torso if that feels nice. Or maybe peace fingers come to the big toes. Whatever feels the best for you today. Next, inhale, come up halfway. As you exhale, start to walk the hands towards the front of the mat. The hands will stay on the inside of the left foot, coming into lizard on the left side. So we're thinking about pushing that left knee into the left shoulder. Getting a big stretch in the right psoas, right hip. All right, so thinking about going back to plank, we're gonna take an inhale in. As you exhale, step that left foot back, it finds plank. One more inhale. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Good, big breath in. Open the mouth, let that go. Good, one more deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhaling, the gaze comes up to the thumbs. As you exhale, travel to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. So we're gonna go through that one more time, a little bit faster, okay? Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, fold, bend the knees, drop the hips. Hands come up, chair. Big breath in. Full breath out. Start to put the weight in the right foot. Stepping, lifting that left foot up. Left ankle comes to the right thigh. Another inhale in. Exhale, start to stand all the way up. Left knee lifts for pillar. Left fingers come to the left big toe, straightening the left leg out in front of you. Right hand is on the right hip, eventually opening that left leg up out to the left. As you inhale, maybe you look to the right. Exhale to stay. Inhale, everything comes back through center. Exhale, step that left foot back really far. Crescent lunge. One round of breath here. Going to flow, we're gonna inhale, straighten the right leg, cactus arms. Exhale, crescent. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, crescent. Last one, inhale, straighten. Exhale, crescent, good. Big breath in. Exhale, hands come to the hips, straighten that right leg. Step the left foot up about a foot. Find that wide pyramid stance. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Big round of breath here. Inhaling, coming up halfway, hand to your prop. Maybe it's on the floor. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, bring that right hand up to the sky. Take the twist. Good. Big breath in. Reach the right hand back. Exhale, the right hand comes down to the mat. Moving the prop, setting the feet up for warrior two. We're gonna inhale, windmill the arms up, warrior two. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna flow. Inhale, straighten the right leg, right hand goes, both hands go up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, it all comes up. Exhale, warrior two. Last one. Inhale, it all comes up. Exhale, warrior two. Big breath in. As you exhale, right arm goes down to the right leg, left arm up and overhead, extended side angle. If you're playing with the bind here, wrapping that left hand behind the back, maybe you wrap your right hand under your right leg. If you've got this bind and you'd like to work towards birds of paradise, putting the weight in your right foot, stepping that left foot up to meet the right, eventually if you find your balance, standing all the way up, straightening that right leg out. Coming back down when you're ready, the same way you came in. If you aren't working on that, that's beautiful. Wherever you're at, finding your way back into extended side angle. Good. We're gonna inhale, straighten that right leg, tee the arms out. Exhale, hands come to hips. Heels come in, toes go out. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, squat on down. Good. One round with the shoulders. So we'll take a deep breath in. Exhale, drop the right shoulder in. Inhale, it comes up. Exhale, left. Inhale, it comes up. Exhale to stay. Inhale, stand up, reach up. Exhale, hands interlace behind the back. Paralleling the feet, take an inhale and look up. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. Dropping the hands over the head. Big breath in. Exhale, release the hands to the floor. One more round of breath here. We're gonna inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, start to walk the feet towards the front, or the hands towards the front of the mat. Lizard pose. Big breath in. Full breath out. Pushing into your hands. We're gonna inhale, step that right foot back to meet the left. Just go straight to downward facing dog. One round of breath here. Inhale, gaze comes up to the thumbs. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Look up, reach up. Exhale, fold right back over. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, drop the hips. Hands come up, chair pose. Last one. Start to put the weight in your left foot, lifting that right foot up. Ankle will eventually set on the left thigh. Big breath in, reach up. Exhale, start to stand on up. Finding pillar with the right knee. Peace fingers coming to the big toe or strap, left hand to the left hip. Inhaling, straightening the right leg. Exhaling, opening the leg up to the right. Maybe on your inhale, you look to the left. Exhale to stay. Inhale, everything comes back to center. Release the foot. As you exhale, step that right foot back really far. Crescent lunge. One round of breath. And we flow. Inhaling, straightening the left leg, cactus arms. Exhaling, crescent. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, crescent. Last one. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, crescent. Beautiful. Big inhale. Exhale, hands come to the hips. Straighten that left leg. Step the right foot up. Find your wide pyramid. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Hands come down, pyramid pose. Inhaling in. Exhaling to stay. Inhaling, coming up halfway, grab your prop. Left hand comes up. Reaching the left hand up to the sky, take the twist. Big breath in. As you exhale, the left hand comes back down. Removing your prop. We're gonna find warrior 2 feet, so stepping that right foot back. When you're ready, inhale, windmill the arms up, warrior 2. One round of breath here. And we flow. So inhaling, straightening the left leg, hands come up. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, it all comes up. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, it all comes up. Exhale, warrior 2. Good. Inhale in. Exhale, extended side angle. So maybe you don't have the full bind yet. That's okay. If you have your strap, you can take it in your right hand, bring it behind your back, and grab onto it with your left hand. Maybe that's just, not your jam. That's okay. Staying in extended side angle if you're not working on birds of paradise. Everybody finding their way back to extended side angle. We're gonna inhale, straighten that left leg, tee the arms out. Exhale, heels come in, toes go out. Big breath in, 5-point star. Exhale, bending the knees, bending the elbows, got to squat. Thinking in this pose about pulling your shoulder blades together. If they could kiss behind you, they're energetically making their way towards each other. Almost there. Next, inhale, reach up, parallel the feet. Exhale, forward fold. Maybe the hands walk under the body. Maybe peace fingers to big toes, it's up to you. All right, we're gonna inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, start to walk your hands towards the front of the mat, staying on the inside of that left foot, coming into lizard on the left side. Big breath in, full breath out. Thinking about getting that left foot back there. Push into your hands on an inhale, sweep the left foot back. Exhale, hips go high, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, full breath out. One more inhale. As you exhale, bending the knees, knees go wide, hips go back towards the heels, finding a child's pose. Taking a few rounds of breath to come back in Take control of your breath if perhaps it's gotten a little fast. On your next inhale, gently pushing yourself up to a seated position, maybe heroes, maybe all the way down. We're going to play with our peak pose this week, which is sundial. And it's definitely a doozy of a pose. There's a lot going on. You're twisting. You've got, really extended hamstrings, and it's got a little bit of a lateral bend. So we're going to go at it two different ways. The first way, we're going to need a wall. So if you need to move to go find a wall, feel free. I'll show what we're doing first. So got a wall right here. I'm going to take my right foot. I'm going to lift it up as high as I can. My knee is about shoulder level on the wall, if you can see that. It's a very power pose. So find your power pose, and I'm going to take my right shoulder and try to push it into my right knee. This might be a big enough stretch on your hip right here. This is beautiful. If this is where you're at, maybe your left hand comes to your left hip, and you just look over that left shoulder like, hey, what's up? Let's hang out. Maybe you want to take that left hand and start to reach it up and towards the wall while you're looking out towards the left. This could be your sundial today. So feel free to get up and go find a wall. And I will walk you through that on my left side. You're going to want to do both sides. So again, lifting your foot up, finding the wall, finding your power pose. This is a big deal. Maybe the right hand is coming to the right hip, that left shoulder pushing into that left knee. Maybe you just look over the right shoulder. Maybe you start to lift the hand up and work it to reach towards the wall. Getting that twist, so you're looking to the right, and a little bit of that lateral bend because you're reaching really far the opposite direction. Good. Doing that on the other side. If you haven't already done both, I'll give you time. I'll do it again just because I feel cool. So it's a big reach back towards the foot. Beautiful, good. All right. So if you feel like you got enough of the wall play, we will find our way back to our seat. You want your strap or strap-like prop next to you. So coming into your seat, we're just going to take a moment in Ardahanaman. So the feet are kissing in front of you, knees are spread out wide, hands coming to the ankles, lengthening the spine, and then maybe folding over those legs just for a moment. All right, inhaling, just sit back up. So coming into the seated expression of this can be a doozy for some folks. So I'm going to recommend using a prop, a strap. You're going to go ahead and just bring that right foot in a little bit closer to your body than it was in Ardahanaman. Take your left foot, kind of lift it up, and do a little bit of like a rock the baby. So bring your foot to the inside of your right bicep, just trying to bring the left leg as close to the body as you can, rocking it a little bit left and right, back and forth. And then to prep here, go ahead and take whatever you're using and put it around that left foot. So if it's a towel, you want like your W or your U around the foot so you can hold on to the sides of the towel. We're gonna try to work that left leg on top of our left tricep, okay? So that left hand is in front of the left leg, kind of outside of the left hip, if you will. So you've got your right foot or your right hand holding onto your left foot. You've got your strap. You can start to extend that left leg, grabbing onto your prop, extending the leg out long, pushing into the leg with your left hand, and looking to the right, okay? Big breath in, right? Full breath out. Eventually slowly bending that left knee, bringing the foot back down. So feeling free to play with that. Maybe you're super there and you don't even need the strap, and you can just grab onto the foot with your hand and open on up. I can't quite get the extension with my lovely short little hamstrings, but we got to do the other side, right? So take a moment, maybe just like feel into your legs. Does the left leg feel a little different than the right? Maybe not. Just, that's the point of yoga, right? Check in with your body, check in with yourself. So setting up for the other side, that left foot coming closer towards the body, picking the right foot up, goes into the left bicep, rocking our baby back and forth. Trying to keep the spine long here. All right, making sure your prop is close. We're gonna put our right leg on like a backpack. So lifting the right leg up, trying to get it as high on that tricep as you can. Strap goes over the foot or whatever you're using for your prop. Right hand on the outside of the right body, eventually extending the right leg out to the side, looking over the left. Big breath in, full breath out. One more inhale. Exhaling, bending that right leg. It all comes back down. This is a doozy, right? Take a moment here. I like to just come back to my seat, roll my shoulders up by my ears and down my back. Can do that again. Inhaling, rolling the shoulders up by the ears. Exhaling, they're going down the back. Awesome. So we're gonna make our way, well, let's go through a forward fold first, because that was a doozy. So stretch the legs out long in front of you. Move the skin away from your sit bones. Feet are flexed. We're gonna inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, folding forward, reaching for those feet. Maybe the hands come to the shins, the ankles, maybe they're past the feet, wherever you're at today. I like to inhale, lengthen my spine, come up a little bit. And then when I exhale, sometimes I can fold a little deeper. Next, inhale, gently walking the hands up the legs, sitting up straight. And then you can place the hands at your hips and just come on all the way down to your back. Okay. Doing just a couple of rounds of bridge. We're going to bend the knees and plant the feet as close to the sit bones as you can get them. Make sure the knees are parallel over the hips so they're not knocking in or swaying out. Hands are next to your sides, palms face down. We're gonna inhale, push into the feet, lift the hips up. You'll notice the knees will track forward a little bit. Lift the chest towards your chin. Big breath in, full breath out. One more inhale. As you exhale, slowly coming all the way down. We're gonna do that one more time. So setting back up if you need. On your next inhale, pushing into the feet, lifting the hips high. Maybe you come onto the shoulders. Maybe you interlace the hands behind the back. Maybe not. Deep breath in, lift, lift, lift. Full breath out. One more inhale. As you exhale, coming all the way down to the mat. Go ahead and take your feet as wide as your mat. Drop your knees down towards each other. Just take a moment to breathe in and a moment to breathe out. You're gonna inhale, go ahead and extend the legs out long, arms go overhead, full body stretch. And as you exhale, bring the knees into the chest, give yourself a hug. You can rock a little bit from side to side here if you'd like. Feel free to take any other poses you need to round out your practice today. I always like to offer a happy baby. So kicking the feet up into the air, grabbing the outside of the feet or the ankles, and trying to pull the knees towards your armpits. You can sway a little bit from side to side, extending one leg long and then the other. And if you notice that your tailbone is rolling up off of the mat, trying to push it down into the earth, getting a good stretch on that lumbar spine. Eventually, making your way to our final pose, Shavasana, extending the left leg out long to the left side of the mat and the right leg out to the right side. Shoulders gently coming under the body. Hands are out to the sides. Closing the eyes, or at least just relaxing the gaze. Letting your body release into the earth below it. And let the thoughts come and go. Trying not to grasp onto any of them. As you contemplate the rising of the sun each morning, there will be a moment of dual reflection, a dawning realization of the tremendous power of the sun as it rises to literally represent the world to us fresh each day. Gently bringing some awareness back to your breath. Small movements back to the body, maybe wiggling the fingers, the toes. Letting those movements grow, rolling the wrists or the ankles. Maybe turning the head from one side to the other, or opening the mouth to release the jaw. Gently making your way over your favorite side, and simply and slowly setting yourself all the way back up. Finding that comfortable seat. The eyes will stay closed. Lengthening the spine, thinking about the crown of the head reaching towards the sun. I like to end each practice with a breath as a community. So on your next exhale, go ahead and let all of your air out. Take a deep inhale in through the nose, fill up. Open the mouth, let it go. Hands come together in prayer, heart center, the thumbs gently pressing into the heart. A slight bow of the head, just as a symbol of gratitude for yourself for making it to your practice today. Thank you for sharing your practice with me and allowing me to share my practice with you. Our thumbs come up to our third eye center. Namaste.